Ready! You can't block me. You can't block me. Sponge! Come on. Mike by 5. Mike to the 5. Mike by 5. We hold this.
Protein spill.
6.
On first down, it's Luck. Under pressure, and down he goes. Luck is sacked.
We talked about prior to the game, and it played out right there on the first play, didn't it? This offensive line is going to have his hands full all night long.
Now, you often speak of scripts to start a game. Does this mean that play number 2, they're going to go off the script a little bit?
Yeah, what's interesting is that most people, when they script now, they actually script those contingencies in, okay, in case they can't run the play they want to. How it's long distance now? Let's go to that play.
Another try after the first down sack. Luck. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Well, someone came to play today.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. We heard about it all week, didn't we? Especially when we visited practice. He thought he had a good matchup in front of him, and he's taking full advantage right now.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Hey, foxtrot. When he hits.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try and wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common. But one thing, because they have these individual type plays, they've got to have short memories, don't they? DB gets beat, wipe it away, quarterback throws a pick.
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Marquise Brown with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season, as the Ravens push further out in front. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Let's go.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself the best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Give him 15 yards on that one, and New England has a first down.
Hey, Charlie.
Luck on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
12. Hey, exit.
On 2nd and 10, Locke. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Luck showing he can be dangerous when he tucks and runs. He's able to pick up the first down. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. They'll run with a former Super Bowl hero. It's James White. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Let's go. 80 weapon.
This a quick pass to Davis. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Now those linemen, of course, can't be more than a yard downfield when a pass is thrown, and they might have been able to call that on a couple of guys there.
Check that.
Check 55 to Mike. Hey, pick your game up. Check 13. Check 13. Mike, 55. Check 55, Mike. Yo.
Gold 50.
Yo.
5.
Mike, 5.
Easy.
Brady to throw on 2nd down. Completes it to Davis. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Hey, orbit.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. And able to find Dorsett. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. It's a gain of 26 as they pick up the 1st down in the process.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
12. Topper.
1st down, here's White. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
61, Matchbox White.
55, Mike, 55.
On 2nd and 9, Luck. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. A 22-yard touchdown grab as his guys are on the board here in this 1st quarter. Gostkowski the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go!
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, got the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
On 2nd down, Johnson. Trying to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Jackson fakes the give and keeps it. This will be caught by Brown. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. So on 4th down, here's Sam Cook to punt it away. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Patriots 7.
So on fourth down, the Ravens will call on Sam Cook to punt it away. Back deep is Philip Dorsett. He takes a touchdown-saving tackle to bring him down as he goes 32 yards on the return. And the Patriots will have great starting position as they take over 1st and 10.
64,
now a first down carry. It's Michel. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Sony Michel with touchdown number 12 on the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. The extra point hitting the right upright, but it caroms home. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And that 14-0 lead to begin the ball game, well, that's gone now. Time to regroup.
I think even up 2 touchdowns, they knew this wasn't going to be a walk in the park, and I think that's why we would see the head coach going up and down the sidelines telling his team, let's stay with it, let's keep going. It's almost like he knew they were going to make their run at him, and they have. As you said, let's see if they can regroup and get going again.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Back to the ground, this time with Ingram. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A gain there of 30 big ones.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10.
Check 50, check 50.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
Here we go. 60 outlaw. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Say. Tight yard.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
It's now 3rd and 15.
3rd and 15 here after the 1st and 2nd down plays went in the wrong direction. From the gun, it's Jackson. Being chased out left. It's caught by Mark Ingram. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice 1st down.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. They go back to the ground with Johnson. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
check. Mike 21, Mike 21. Where'd he go?
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. Towards the end zone for Brown. And that'll be incomplete. The flag was down, so they took a shot, thinking it's on the defense. Let's see. So the penalty erases their earlier loss. Now it's 2nd and 8.
Bang, 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 bang.
Room here to run. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down.
And that was a nice, strong run by the guy they call the field general.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
They'll run it with Johnson. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Kerryon Johnson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Ravens have taken the lead. So the Ravens will keep the offense on the field as they're going to go for 2. From the gun, Jackson. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion. This one's caught. And it stretches their lead up to 8. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match at a football game. Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Come on. General West.
Off the draw, here's Michel. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Mike, 55. Right there in the middle. 55. 72. Hey, Delta. He's regular.
To throw on 3rd down. Brady. Buying time to his left. And that is incomplete. 2nd quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him, because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared?
It's caught at the 25. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Antonio Brown with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Ravens are able to show off their quick strike ability. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead is up to 15 now. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
On 2nd and 11 now. Luck. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Mike 55, Mike 55.
Hey, check.
In your face.
53.
A shotgun snap for Luck. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with White. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under... ...50 seconds remaining in half number 1. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. The Patriots send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the second time. Oh, he's going to go ahead and field it from the 3-yard line. He had his sights on the end zone, no doubt, but is brought down after a huge return there. And the Ravens, they'll take over.
At their own 48-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. On 2nd and 9, Jackson. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Jackson from the shotgun. And the throw there going to be incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Pats at the line, ready to go. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Pernell McPhee. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for him. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. That one good for 13 at a New England first down. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. It used to be occasional, right, safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
He'll let this go for the end zone. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
Let's go, Mexico! 22 jet bombers, 22 jet bombers. Hey, 48. Hey, we don't like the 48 right now.
Only a yard on the pickup there, so it leaves them needing a conversion here on 3rd and a tough 9. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Throwing on 3rd down, Luck. He's going to look deep down the field. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Online, but off the crossbar, no good. A long-range effort denied 3 points at the very end. All things considered, a pretty good kick, just cruel punishment there to be denied by the crossbar.
If you're going to hit from that distance, sometimes you're going to need a little luck, and unfortunately for him, this time the break goes against him.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 47, 20, 10, and he will score. Touchdown, Patriots. Short throw, pick six right there, those linebackers. They love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. The third quarter has not been kind to them. After they built that lead at intermission, they've seen that lead shrink.
And how much of that is simply execution? How much of that is maybe you lose your edge a little bit because you've got a lead? And you do have to credit the other team some because they've made some adjustments to start to slow them down. Can they find those counters now, those extra plays or plays they haven't run that'll be effective and get them back moving again?
They'll be looking for something here, anything to seize that momentum back. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
It's our time. Slam. It's free. Undercut.
They run. It's Mark Ingram. And this will be a pickup of 4 here, up to their own 20.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
The Patriots going with a dime package here. 2 extra defensive backs on third. Jackson now. From the gun, he'll throw. Eluding the pressure right. Lets it go for Nelson. Oh, wide open. Complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. J.J. Nelson, an 80-yard touchdown as the Ravens push further out in front. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And the lead is up to 15 now. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The Pats at the line ready to go. And they've got to be a little bit frustrated about that last drive. Missed field goal.
Always hurts a team because, you put something out there, you're giving yourself a chance, you're in range, and the ball doesn't go through the post. But it's not something to panic about, I don't believe. Just keep playing and keep going.
Hey, switch gears. Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike. Cross. Check, 11.
From the 36, Luck. Complete to Dorsett. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Luck now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
12. 55.
To throw is Luck. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
Well, the defensive guys won't be real happy because there won't be a sack on this play because he did get back to the line of scrimmage. But what a job they did overall. Hemmed him in and gave him nowhere to go with the football.
Regular.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Brady. It's caught by Davis. A little too much extracurricular there.
When you have a game with a lot of contact, tensions are going to run pretty high. You're going to be emotional, but you have to harness it somehow, and he didn't on that play.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. And he'll get that to Michel, complete. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. From 3 yards out, as they're now just an extra point away from getting back within 1 score. Gostkowski with the extra point, and that will shave 1 more off this lead. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive, that culminating touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Here's Ingram. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down. Baltimore was the most run-heavy team in the league last year after Lamar Jackson took over as a starter. And you think about Mark Ingram. He goes from a situation where he was sharing time with Kamara in New Orleans. Now he figures to be the top guy in the Baltimore backfield. Although I guess you could say he's kind of splitting time with his quarterback, Lamar Jackson. But a great veteran presence. Mark Ingram is behind Jackson. Ingram now in his 9th NFL season. Ingram again, a first down carry. Jonathan Jones there to make the stop.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the 3rd quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the 2nd half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
57. Mike, 57.
Watch the backer.
From the 35 on 2nd down, Jackson. He gets this one to Johnson. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Let's go, D, let's go. Hey, let's get this.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Jackson. He completes it to Nelson. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Losing 4 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
Check Mike 20. 21. Check Mike 21. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Hey, check Mike 21. Mike 21. Check Mike 21. I know.
4th down. Here's Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. And that is incomplete. The Ravens go for it, but come up empty. And the Patriots take over, and they're going to have terrific field position. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now Michelle. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Marlon Humphrey with the tackle defensively.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 34-yard line.
6-6, pull it high.
Check 48's the mic.
Better bring it. You alert.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Luck escaping the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
New England on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7.
Alert 3.
Sugar.
Number 28, Mike, he's coming.
Hey, check it.
Here's Brady. He finds Dorsett. It's complete. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Tom Brady needing a 4th quarter comeback here. He's actually only done it 8 times in the last 5 years, but if you break that down further, the Pats in those years rarely losing in the 4th quarter like they are now. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
Check nine.
And they will run it with Michelle. And he is in. Touchdown, New England. Sony Michel with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. As they now sit just a 2-point conversion away from tying this game up in the 4th quarter. So now a big spot for the Pats as they'll go for 2.
Check out.
Hey, high 7.
55. Check 55.
Sugar.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. Flushed out right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. And the failure to convert and tie the game. Now the pressure shifts back to the defense.
But I think it was the right play. I think it was the right call to try and tie the game there. Kick an extra point, you're still down 1. What's the sense? I like what they did.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4th, turned it over in their own territory. But the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the number 1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the 1st down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the Wild Bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Now we'll see what his offense can do. On 2nd down now, it's Johnson. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a 1st.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. Jackson fakes the give and keeps it. He's got it to Ingram, complete. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
Hey, check Mike. Mike 57.
Get that quarterback, D-line. Get that quarterback, D-line. D-line, get that quarterback.
57's Mike. Mike 57. Oh, here we go. Oh, right.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. It's caught. Nelson. 30. 10. And he is is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. J.J. Nelson with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game, as the Ravens push further out in front. Tucker with the extra point, and that makes this a 9-point game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. Now a hit and a loose football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And this is going to be brought back for a Baltimore touchdown. So they get the 1-score kickoff, get a fumble, take it right back to the house. 2 quick touchdowns within a matter of about 10 seconds on the game clock.
It's like a big 1-2 punch that may lead to a knockout.
And now the Ravens calling the offense onto the field here as they're going to go for 2. Operating from the gun, Jackson. And he will get into the end zone to bump the lead up to 3 scores. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10.
The Pats at the line ready to go. On 1st and 10, Locke. And he's going to have the hook up here with Harry. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Luck now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Here's Luck. And that's going to be intercepted. The all-pro corner, Patrick Peterson. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Brown. And that one goes incomplete. They tried something out of the bag of tricks, but it's incomplete and now 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
57's Mike. Mike 57. Check. Ready, go. Mike set.
6-man.
There's Jackson on 3rd and long. Flush to his right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
Here's Sam Cook now. And look at this. It's a fake. And this is caught. Now a late flag comes in as they got him down via the face mask, and that'll give him even better starting position. A big play there on the catch and run. And it'll be a turnover on downs. And an alley to run. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. Well, they'll take that every time with a lead. 1st down, 4th quarter, getting 8 yards. You love that.
They will take it, and you have to ask the defensive guys, why did you give it? I mean, you know the situation. You're down.
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And maybe that one caused by the weather. Of course, the rain coming down. Charles, can you maybe, when you're carrying that football, grip it too tight in the rain?
I think that you can, and it's such a delicate balance, too, because when you grip it so tight, sometimes it'll slip out from your body. You squeeze it too hard, and it'll pop out on its own. I've actually had running backs talk to me about that when they've tried too hard, even in perfect conditions, the ball gets away from them. They've got to find that good balance, carrying it firmly yet at the same time under control.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Here's Luck. He's got White here. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. Give him the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play. Luck now to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. One last throw here for Luck. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there. That brings up 4th. A big offensive explosion help leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Ravens, the win means they'll finish the first half at a respectable 5-3 record. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Cincinnati Bengals. Meanwhile, for New England, it's their first stumble of the season as they'll dip to 8-1 on the year. And they're going to get an extra week to stew over this as they're not back in action until week 11. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.